Good morning, everybody. My name is Cipher, and the goal when I came back to this YouTube channel was to help you guys understand that trading is easy and anyone can do it. Now, that may sound crazy, right? Of course, trading is hard, right? But it doesn't have to be, right? There's different strategies, there's swing strategies, there's scalping, and I want to show you the ways that someone can come to the charts with as little knowledge as possible and be profitable with good risk management and change their life, right? I want you to be able to open a breakout account, get funded, change your life. So, in that same vein, I want to go over how to trade EMAs the right way, how to trade EMAs in a profitable and easy way. And I think the best way to get started on that is to talk about buy signals with EMAs and when to buy EMAs with the highest likelihood of trend continuation and the best entries. So let's jump right into it, okay? So first, let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's look at the 1 hour. Now, what I want you to do on your chart is I want you to add one EMA, make it the 200. Doesn't matter what color. It's going to be red for the purpose of this video. I want you to add another EMA, and I want you to add the 50. And I want you, and in this video it's going to be blue, okay? Now let's take a look, okay? Now, I don't care about any of this action. I'm looking at very specific points, okay? So what you're looking for is whenever the 50 EMA crosses the 200, right? So let's identify an area. So right here. And then what you're waiting for is for the price to return underneath both of those moving averages. Now, if that happens and the EMAs, the 200 EMA is still posturing up and there's a gap between them, you buy this shit all day. Buy this shit all day. This gives you the best entries into the continuation of the current trend. So you buy here, right? It continues to go up 2%. Now you continue holding that, it goes up 5%, and then you're up 10%, right? You buy it here, it goes up 4%. Continue holding it, goes up 10%, right? Buy it here, right? Goes up another 3%, okay? Now once the EMA starts posturing down like this, like I'd buy it here, and I'd probably initially have bought it here. But when it comes up here and your 50 EMA starts posturing down and they're getting really close, I wouldn't buy it under here, right? So that's when to stop. So let's look at another example, okay? So let's say that, let's go to the 4 hour. This is relevant for what just happened, okay? So what just happened? So way back here, we had the 50 EMA cross the 200 EMA. Boom, we got this massive move, right? So, and again, for this strategy, so we went up 30%, right? For the strategy, I don't care about all of this when looking at these EMAs. I don't care. What I care about is this. So we had the Elon Trump fight dump, right? Where did the price go? Well, for the first time since this crossed, we were underneath both EMAs. Buy this shit every time, right? So if you bought that, the price has gone up 5%. And I believe it looks like, yeah, we're breaking out. So should the trend continue, should you see the 50 EMA start posturing up again, the 200 still posturing up, this could continue, and that would have been an amazing entry, right? One more example, and then we'll go to some alts, because I want this to be quick. So, wow, the daily, you got to go all the way back to, yeah, I mean, 50 crosses the 200. Price goes under them. You could have held this the whole bull run. Price is under both of them. You could have held this. You guys get the point. Price is under. You could have held this. Price is under. Could have held this. Trading does not have to be hard. Okay, let's look at some altcoins. Let's go. Let's just pull something random here. What's something people trade? Sorry about that, guys. Let's just grab something that's not. Sure. Let's look at Sui. Okay, let's look. Something less manipulated. Let's look at Aave. Sure. Okay, so on the 4 hour, the price, the 50 crosses the 200. Price comes underneath. You could have held this trade up 70%, right? Let's check another altcoin. Let's go to Ton had a news event. Let's check ADA. Sure, that works. I have spider lines on this one. All right, let's check. What is up with this list of altcoins? I don't know. H bar, sure. Okay. So, on the 4 hour, 50 crosses to 200. Retests underneath. Price goes up 7%. Price goes under it again. Kind of fakes out a little bit. But you would have bought it here. And then price goes up 29%. You could have bought it here. Again, you would not have bought it here because of the negative. Well, you could have bought it, but you would have left after the cross. And let's talk about the downtrend. So the 50 crosses the 200 downwards. You sell it here. The price goes down 50%. Okay? And let's go to the 1 hour on some of the bigger coins so I can make this point. Or let's go to the 1 hour on some coins real quick. So let's look at XRP. Let's look at it on the 1 hour. XRP. Okay, so 50 crosses the 200, comes above, you sell it, goes down 10%, comes back up, you sell it, it goes down 20%, right? Comes back up, you sell it, it finds support on the 50, you get out, goes up 6%. They cross bullishly. Price is underneath both EMAs. You buy it. It goes up 10%. Do you guys get the point? Now, one last thing. This is supposed to be a quick video. Let's go over to the 15-minute. Let's do Bitcoin. I need to do Kraken so I don't have any drawings. Okay. And let's change the EMAs we're using. So this is like, if you trade on MEXC, this is going to be the standard EMAs they give you. We can turn the 200 off because it's supposed to be like a scalping example. This is generally what they give you in MEXC. It's like the 60, the 10, 20, 40, and 60 or something, right? So you're scalping, right? So what are we looking for? So here's an example here. The 40 crosses the 60, right? If you missed this entire leg, you're like, oh no, I missed out, dang, right? No, all you do is you wait for the price to come underneath both. You buy this shit right here. What happens afterwards? The price has already gone up 1.3%, and like I said, it's breaking out, so it's a pretty good entry. But I mean, even if we look a little bit closer, now you guys are smart. I don't need to go through this a million times, nor will I. Look, we're dumping this entire dump, right? We're not buying this. You're crazy. It don't cross you. Why the hell would you buy this? But they cross here, right? Let me get the EMA straight. So this is the 5 and the 10. Okay. So they cross here. They come below both. You buy this. Buy this. Buy this. You guys get the point? All of these entries are amazing entries underneath both of these. Oh, that's the cross. Yeah. Look, 3%. Look, 3%. Even here, 1.5%, right? Or the dump, right? We're looking to dump. They cross negatively. They come above. You sell this shit right here. Sell this shit. What happens? You catch the rest of the 4% dump. I have given you the information. Go explore this on your own. Subscribe to this channel. There's a lot more alpha like this coming out. If you guys can get me to 200 subscribers, I have a big surprise for you guys, and I will do a giveaway. So, subscribe, hit that like button, share with a friend, and hope you guys have a great week and trade safe.